Here are 5 beginner calisthenics skills to work on to kick off your calisthenics journey. First up, we've got the pike push-up. Now the pike push-up is a great one for developing the shoulder strength, working on the strength towards doing more complex movements like a handstand push-up or even just a straight handstand hold. You want to make a tripod position between your hands on your head as you lower down. Once your head makes contact or comes close to the floor, you should have that triangle shape between the three. You can unlock your knees slightly, which is going to help you to create a flatter back position. Keep those high hips. You want to be as vertical as possible with your torso. Don't worry if it doesn't look fully vertical. You would often need to elevate the feet up onto the chair if you want to progress it to be a bit harder. This is a really challenging one, so you might need to do negative only reps to start off with, working on that eccentric control before moving on to the concentric as well, pushing on the way up. Next, let's move on to the pseudo planche push-ups. This is a more challenging push-up variation. Most people will take a reverse grip or at least a slightly supinated grip, turning your hands around. You can use parallettes if it's uncomfortable on the wrist position, and it won't make the push-up easier, but it'll just make it easier on the wrist joint itself. Now, you want to keep your elbows tucked in nice and tight to your sides. You want to do a pelvic tilt, tucking those glutes away. You want to protract through the upper back, almost giving a rounded appearance to that upper back. Lean as far forwards as you can, getting your shoulders out in front, as far away from the hands as possible. If they're too difficult, you can just do these kneeling or negative only as you would on the pikes. But once you've progressed, give the full version a go. Next up, we've got a classic. It's a pull-up. Now, this may seem like a basic one, but most people do not do a full range of motion when they're training. So a full range of motion pull-up, I'm gonna put as one of my 5 essential beginner calisthenics skills. Don't worry if you can't do a full rep yet. I really recommend using negative reps in training, and you can do banded as well, although I will generally get better results with my clients doing negatives more often than I do doing banded. Next, we've got one of my favorite core exercises. It's a hanging reverse crunch. I would say you've completed the full thing when you can do a rep with locked out elbows, with knees making contact with your triceps in a nice tucked position. This can be moved on to more difficult exercises like the strict toes to bar, but you got to master this essential core one first. And finally, finishing with a more gymnastic based one, we've got a skin the cat movement. Not the most pleasantly named exercise, but a good one to start building those gymnastic skills. It can be done on a straight bar, but I prefer, especially with beginners, to learn it with the rings, because you don't need quite as much flexibility for the toes to come round without the bar getting in the way. Make sure you do it nice and slow controlled. I recommend having the rings fairly low so you can jump over it first. It doesn't require as much core strength, and also you got the safety of not overstretching your shoulders because you could put your feet on the floor. As you get more confident, you could do it with a much slower rotation, much stricter form, and a bit higher up so that your toes don't actually touch. So that's it. If you master all of those skills, then why not try these 5 intermediate calisthenics skills I've got here? And if you want to build the strength required to work towards these beginner ones, I recommend trying out my beginner calisthenics follow along workout you can do at home with no equipment. I'll link that here, so hopefully see you for one of those.